Have you ever looked up from your garden and witnessed the majestic flight of a hawk? These magnificent birds of prey, with their sharp talons and powerful beaks, are a sight to behold. While we often associate them with vast wilderness areas, you might be surprised to learn that you can attract these incredible creatures to your own backyard. By creating a haven for raptors in your garden, you can experience the awe-inspiring presence of these apex predators right outside your window. These birds play a crucial role in maintaining healthy ecosystems. As apex predators, they help control rodent and pest populations, ensuring a natural equilibrium. Imagine stepping into your garden and witnessing the silent grace of an owl perched on a branch, its feathers blending seamlessly with the bark. In the following sections, we'll explore the practical steps you can take to transform your garden into a thriving habitat for these magnificent birds.
Transforming your backyard into a haven for raptors might seem like a daunting task, but fear not. It's easier than you think. Whether you have a sprawling garden or a cozy urban patio, you can create a welcoming space for these magnificent birds. Raptors, like all wildlife, require food, water, and shelter to thrive. By providing these essential elements in a way that mimics their natural habitat, you can entice them to visit and even take up residence in your garden. Start by assessing your existing garden layout. Do you have trees or shrubs that could provide perching and nesting sites for raptors? Is there a source of water nearby? By taking a holistic approach to gardening, you can create a thriving habitat that benefits not only raptors, but also countless other species, including your own.
When it comes to attracting raptors to your garden, native plants are your secret weapon. Native plants have co-evolved with local insects, birds, and animals over millennia, forming a complex and interdependent network. These plants provide the essential food sources and shelter that local wildlife, including raptors, rely on for survival. Think of it this way: native plants are like the foundation of a house. When you plant native species in your garden, you're not just adding pretty flowers and shrubs, you're creating a life-sustaining habitat. For example, planting native oak trees can attract a variety of insects, which in turn provide food for birds and small mammals. By choosing native plants, you're essentially setting the dinner table for the entire ecosystem. Look for plants that are well suited to your garden's specific conditions, such as soil type, sunlight exposure, and moisture levels. By choosing the right native plants, you can create a thriving habitat that will attract raptors and other wildlife for years to come.
Just like humans, raptors need water to survive. While they obtain some moisture from their prey, having a reliable water source in your garden can make it significantly more attractive to these magnificent birds. A simple bird bath can work wonders in attracting raptors and other birds to your garden. Choose a shallow basin with a rough surface to provide a safe and comfortable place for birds to drink and bathe. If you have the space, consider installing a small pond or water feature. The sound of running water is incredibly alluring to wildlife, and a pond can quickly become a bustling hub of activity in your garden. Add some native aquatic plants to provide shelter for frogs, dragonflies, and other aquatic creatures. By providing a clean and inviting water source, you'll be amazed at the variety of wildlife it attracts to your garden, including, with a bit of luck, some magnificent raptors.
Section 6. Chemical consequences protecting the food chain. The use of chemical pesticides and herbicides might seem like an effective way to maintain a pristine garden, but it comes at a hidden cost: the health of our ecosystems. These chemicals can have devastating effects on the intricate web of life that exists in our gardens and beyond, ultimately impacting the very raptors we're trying to attract. Pesticides designed to eliminate insects can inadvertently harm or kill beneficial insects that raptors rely on for food. Herbicides, intended to control weeds, can also have unintended consequences. By eliminating these plants, we're reducing the overall biodiversity of our gardens and making them less hospitable to raptors and other creatures. The good news is that there are effective and eco-friendly alternatives to chemical pesticides and herbicides. Practicing integrated pest management, IPM, involves using a combination of natural methods to control pests. By making the conscious choice to avoid chemical pesticides and herbicides in our gardens, we can protect the delicate balance of our ecosystems and ensure that raptors and other wildlife have access to the healthy food sources they need to thrive.
Section 7. The power of one real-life raptor gardens. You might be wondering if creating a raptor-friendly garden really makes a difference. The answer is a resounding yes. Across the country, Individuals just like you are transforming their backyards into havens for raptors and other wildlife. Take, for example, the story of Sarah, a homeowner in suburban Pennsylvania who decided to transform her chemically treated lawn into a thriving native plant garden. Within a year, Sarah's garden was teeming with life, attracting a variety of birds, butterflies, and other wildlife. To her delight, she even spotted a pair of red-tailed hawks nesting in one of her tall oak trees. These stories are just a glimpse into the incredible transformations happening in backyards across the country. They demonstrate that with a little effort and dedication, anyone can create a haven for raptors and contribute to the conservation of these magnificent birds.
Creating a raptor-friendly garden is more than just a personal endeavor. It's an investment in the future of our planet. By providing a safe haven for these magnificent birds, we're contributing to the conservation of biodiversity and ensuring that future generations have the opportunity to experience the awe-inspiring presence of raptors in their natural habitat. As urbanization and habitat loss continue to threaten wildlife populations worldwide, our gardens are becoming increasingly important as refuges for birds, insects, and other creatures. By creating pockets of habitat in our own backyards, we can help to connect fragmented ecosystems and provide corridors for wildlife to move freely through our landscapes. Imagine a future where raptor-friendly gardens are the norm rather than the exception. This is the future we can create, one garden at a time. By teaching our children and grandchildren about the importance of native plants, wildlife conservation, and the interconnectedness of all living things, we can inspire a new generation of environmental stewards.
In a world grappling with the consequences of habitat loss, climate change, and declining biodiversity, our gardens have become more than just places of beauty and recreation. They have evolved into vital sanctuaries for wildlife, playing a crucial role in restoring ecological balance and ensuring the health of our planet. By embracing the principles of conservation gardening, we can transform our backyards into thriving ecosystems that support a diverse array of life forms. Our gardens can become havens for pollinators, providing essential food sources for bees, butterflies, and other creatures responsible for the reproduction of countless plant species. Furthermore, our gardens can serve as natural carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and mitigating the effects of climate change. By planting trees and other vegetation, we can help to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and create a healthier planet for all. Our gardens can become beacons of hope, demonstrating that it's possible to live in harmony with nature and create a more sustainable future for all.
Attracting raptors to our gardens is not just about creating a visually stunning landscape, it's about fostering a deeper connection with the natural world and embracing the wildness that exists just beyond our doorsteps. It's about recognizing that we are part of nature, not separate from it. When we share our gardens with raptors, we invite a sense of awe and wonder into our lives. We witness the raw power and grace of these magnificent creatures firsthand, reminding us of the beauty and complexity of the natural world. We learn to appreciate the delicate balance of ecosystems and the interconnectedness of all living things. By embracing the wild and inviting raptors into our gardens, we open ourselves up to a world of discovery and wonder. We rediscover the joy of observing wildlife in its natural habitat, a joy that enriches our lives and connects us to something larger than ourselves.
The journey to create a raptor-friendly garden starts with a single step. It begins with a conscious decision to embrace the principles of conservation gardening and transform our backyards into thriving habitats for wildlife. The good news is that you don't have to be an expert gardener or have a vast expanse of land to make a difference. Every little bit counts. Whether you have a small urban balcony or a sprawling suburban lawn, there are steps you can take to create a welcoming haven for raptors and other wildlife. Start by planting native trees, shrubs, and flowers that provide food and shelter for a variety of creatures. Install a bird bath or small pond to provide a vital water source. And most importantly, avoid using chemical pesticides and herbicides that can harm wildlife and disrupt the delicate balance of your garden's ecosystem. By creating a haven for raptors in your own backyard, you'll not only be contributing to the conservation of these magnificent birds, but you'll also be enriching your life and connecting with the natural world in a profound and meaningful way.